Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So, from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between, if you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend almost for those of you that are still working. Happy Friday, coffee with Kim, shall I say. So, we are outside on the deck, and the reason we're outside on the deck is really twofold. First reason, it's beautiful out. The sun's shining. It's a little chilly. So I have my lap blanket here and my coffee and my sweatshirt. And the second reason is it's super early. It's 6 in the morning. Um, so Mr. Fortunate's still asleep, and I didn't want to talk too loud and wake him up. He doesn't have to be up for an hour. And you know how it is when you're getting ready, when it's a work day and you have your alarm set and someone wakes you up before it. Never a good thing. So, good morning. So, yesterday, very exciting. So, the gates opened at noon, and so I ran. The fairgrounds are actually that way. I ran that way to get. I got some cash for the till, so I had some change in case people needed it. Um, and well, you know me, I figured, well, since I'm here, I'll stop at the Salvation Army and the other thrift store that are there. So I did that, and then I made it to the fairgrounds at 12:20. Excuse me, sorry. So I get there, and I'm expecting a long line of people and chaos and this and that. So I get there. There's 3 vehicles in front of me, big vehicles towing, either a trailer or an enclosed trailer. A couple of them had like a rental U-Haul trailer. Hold on a minute. Fritzy, stop eating that. He's eating the little helicopters that come off the tree. But anyway, so I get there and I'm like, well, I don't have a trailer, so I really don't have to wait in line. So there was a little parking lot right there. And the sign said, sorry, crafters check-in. So I was like, okay. So I parked there and I go and walk right in. There's nobody in line. I don't know what the other people were doing, but there's nobody in line. They said to you, here you go. You're building 12, da da da. Here you go. And I said, okay, so can I park close to it? And she's like, darling, you can go right in. I said, yeah, I know. I see the building's open. She goes, no, you can drive right in, right up to your spot and go ahead. Okay. Yay. So, because it's just me, so there's a lot of stuff. It would have been a lot of back and forth if I had to park at the end of the building. Now, the building itself is, well, the fairground buildings. They're big, long, it's the Baltimore Oriole. So the buildings themselves are big, long buildings. And so I said, okay. So I go and I pull in, and there's the reason I'm yawning so much is I have been up since 1:30. I know that's ridiculous, but it is what it is. Where is he? I just put out fresh jelly. He's probably like, move away from the feeder so I can eat. So I pull up to this building and I got to pull right inside. I found my name on the wall, and they give you a huge section. I want to say it's like a 10 by 10, maybe bigger. It's bigger than that. I don't know. It's big. Yeah, because I think this is like a 10-foot. So it might be more like, I'm under the pergola. It might be more like 15 by 15, or maybe even more. I don't know. But anyway, it's this huge area. So now, of course, the instant I go, uh-oh, what if I don't have enough stuff to fill the area? Sometimes I want to yell at my brain and say, will you just relax? But so I get there, and the first thing I did, well, I thought I packed the Jeep well. where I could get the tables out first, fill the tables, and no. So I ended up taking the little things out and setting them on the ground, and then I pulled the tables out. Now I get the whole Jeep empty, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get another load. So I came back here, and I'm glad I did because one, I had another table, which now I can use because the area is huge. And then two, I had table covers here. Um, so I was able to grab all the table covers and bring them with me. So I'm pretty much all set up. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's and the people, like, for the first hour and a half, I was the only person there. Maybe even longer. So it was nice. I kind of took my time, puttering this and that, and then this woman came with her two sons, and she was two sections over from me. So they started setting up, and then this other group of people came in, and they had three sections, two over here, one over there. And I was like, oh my goodness, how much do they have? But it turns out they had big stuff. I'm talking, it was all like antique furniture and, the old fashioned, the sleigh. It's like super huge. You used to sit, like, well, we sat, all of us, on it when we had one, the wooden sleigh. So they had that. And I have to stop myself because they have, Lucille Bell, how she was just the head and then she has the form underneath her. They have a really nice form. I might just wander over and see how much it is. If I can get it for under $30, I might get it. It's so cool. So but they started unloading all that stuff, and then another couple came, and they were right across the aisle from me. Super nice people. Everybody was just nice upon nice upon nice. And I guess the saying to say to everybody is have a good show, because that's what they all kept saying as they, oh, have a good show, if anybody walked by. So where was I going? Oh, so I got everything set up, and now I have to, it's the Oriole just flew by. Now I have to go back this morning. I'm going to leave here in less than an hour, and I have to go back, and I've got a few more things in the Jeep to unload, and then I'm going to price everything, or as much as I can. So yesterday was just setting up, but a few people were walking around. Excuse me, though. I don't know if there were people, I don't know if they actually had a booth somewhere else, or if they're just smart enough to be in the area and know that this is the day you can still see everything, but you can't, but there's no charge to get in. Because today they're charging extra to get in a day early for the early sales. And then tomorrow they're charging, and the next day they're charging. So anyway, there were people walking around, and I actually already made $40. So my goal is 100. So I'm really excited. I told the guy, I said, you already made me feel like this is a successful show. He was really nice. Really interested in the rest of Mom's jewelry. And he just gave me some tips. He's like, oh, put this here and put this there. He goes, I go to this thing all the time. This is what people look for. And he's like, you got a great setup. And he said, it's really good that you brought a variety of stuff because people like a variety. Instead of like, and he kind of does this to the people over there, and they were all just photos, just framed artwork and photos. So, sorry, I got something in my eye. So yeah, it was a great day. It really was. So you can see I have my armband on, and I will be showering and sleeping with it on because it is what it is. It's a 4-day event. So my neighbor is going to be coming to help me today. I'm leaving her a car pass and her wristband for today. I was gonna bring Fritzy, but I might go this morning nice and early, empty out the Jeep because I still have a bunch of stuff that I'm now bringing. And then I might have Jennifer, my neighbor, sit and watch him while I run home, or sit and watch the booth while I run home and get him. Because there's no reason why he can't be there. It's I've seen other dogs there, and he's fine. He won't. All I need, I'll bring his stroller and his bed and some food, and he'll be fine. A couple chew sticks. Really, if he's with me, all he wants to be is with me, so he's fine. So I think, and he just gets so sad. He's so funny. He just gets so sad when I'm not around. And I don't want him doing like a 10-hour day without going out and going potty, because even though Mr. Fortunate's here, he will not go out. Fritz will lay on the couch with my shoe and not go anywhere. So I love the sounds here. Somebody's upset. So I was hoping, like when I came out this morning, I don't see them on either side. Came out this morning, there were 2 pairs of ducks and 2 pairs of Canada geese. The ducks were mallards. The Canada geese have babies. The ducks, I didn't see them yet. So, but I was hoping you guys could get a glimpse of them. I haven't had a chance yet this morning to check these hooks here. There's the ones over there. Then I have the hummingbird feeder and the Oriole feeder. In the Oriole feeder, I have a half an orange. And then over there on the corner of the deck, I have 2 more hummingbird feeders, and then I have the Oriole feeder with the jelly in it. So he's close, but so right now my cat Stuart is sitting in the window looking out at Fritz, all forlorn, like I wish I could come out and play. It's funny stuff. So yeah, I got home probably about 5:30 last night, all set up, ready to go, and then there were some things out, like I said, in the garage that I still wanted to bring. There were 2 cedar chests, a phone table. I don't know if you know what that is. It's a bench with a table here, and you used to put the phone on it and the phone book underneath. I've got one of those, and 4 bar stools. So I was bound and determined to get them in the Jeep. They're going in the Jeep. I don't care. So Mr. Fortunate was down at our bar with 3 or 4 of his friends, and they helped me lift up the cedar chests, and they put them in the Jeep, and they fit fine, and the table, the phone table. So everything's fine. And then they're like, okay, and they sit down to chit chat and whatever. And I start trying to fit these. Now these bar stools that I'm talking about, they're tall because they're regular size bar stools, but they're metal with a back on them. Oh, excuse me. And there's 4 of them. Now there's limited room left because I've got 2. I don't know. How long is that? 6 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot long? Whatever my wingspan is. 2 of them that long in the Jeep already. And then the like 5 foot long telephone table in there. So I'm like, oh no, I'm going to get it. And so they're watching me. And a couple of them get up and they're like, let me help. I'm like, nope, I got it. I said, I needed your help with the other stuff because I couldn't lift those by myself because they're just too long. So finally I ended up, it took me, I don't know, half hour. And they're yelling assistance from the other room, make 2 trips, borrow my truck. It's not going to fit, da 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 da. So I ended up taking the back off of one of them, and they all fit. So I turned around and I looked at those guys. I says, here's 2 lessons for you. I said, 1, never underestimate my Jeep. And they laughed. I said, 2, never underestimate me. And they started, I was laughing. But I was like, you knew I was good. And Mr. Fortunate was like, I never doubted any of it. And the other 2 were like, wow. I said, if I know I can see it, I know it can be done. I just got to figure out the way to do it. And I did. So, ooh. There's something under the deck. I wonder if there's a robin. Every year we get a robin under the deck. What are you up to? Fritz hears something. So, yeah. Oh, we'll take a minute just to listen. How many can you identify? Robin, bluebird, house finch, phoebe, song sparrow, Phoebe. We already counted you, Mr. Phoebe. The Oriole must have flown off. He got sick of me sitting out here. He'll be back. Where'd the camera go? Oh, for goodness sake, it fell down. These movable cameras are great because you can put them wherever you want, but they're also not great because they go wherever they want. I'll just put that table up on the bench. I have a nice, like an Adirondack wooden bench facing the river on the back side of my greenhouse. Can I give you guys a view? Let me, here. It's not 100% set up, so let's see. Right there are the feeders, okay? And you see I don't have my cushions out yet, but here's the bench. See that white square? Where's my finger? Over there. That white square is where the, I don't know if you just saw that. That white square is where the camera was. And that's my greenhouse. So that's what I'm looking at. There's the river behind me. The neighbors have their docks out. Let me see if I could show you anything else. No geese. There's my broken boat. Still filled with water. The nuthatch sounds like it's laughing at me. Did you hear that bird that just went, haha? So there it is. Nuthatch. Canada goose. They're very loud. You always know when they're in the area. Phoebe. Phoebe. Like I think he's talking to me. Phoebe. How many of you think of Phoebe from Friends when I say Phoebe? Also, the kingfisher was here. There's the Oriole. So he's over there. Such a great sound. I was also, let's see, what time was it? Fritzy had to go out. Where is he? He had to go out like, I don't know, when I got up, 1:30. And there was an owl. Pretty sure it was a great horned owl. Nice. Hoo, 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 hoo. So you didn't know it was crafting, creating, and bird calls. Song sparrow. Robin. The cardinal was just here. I don't know where he went. I'm looking at the birds like I can see them. I can't see past my arm without my glasses. I mean, if they come close enough, I'll be able to. Oh, two of them playing in the tree right there. Oh, gosh, I love it out here. There's a woodpecker in the tree. See if you can hear it. What you doing, Fritzy? You're very busy. He's very busy. It's probably, it's not affiliated because it's not a loud enough, not a robust enough rap. Probably the downy that's here. He's here a lot. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead, get this uploaded. Hopefully it'll be uploaded for you before I have to go in an hour. That's why I'm also doing it now, so that I can do it before he plugs in his computer because he works from home today, and before the world wakes up and starts taking my Wi-Fi. So you guys, thank you so much. Hopefully I will have some fun stories from today. I might pop on live. Who knows? I do have a couple videos from when I was first setting up. Well, here you go. Here's my setup. So that's how I have everything set up so far. You know, I'll rearrange it a million times. So you could see I have one table of all just my crochet, and that's right here, the first one. So we'll see. We shall see. What else do I have? Oh, I can show you. There's the barn, completely empty. So that's how big that barn is. I'm telling you, this show is going to be massive. Yeah, so. All right, you guys, thank you so much for starting your Friday with me. I hope you have a great cup of coffee. I hope you have a great day. Remember, always be happy, be kind, be creative. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.